Live. Glad to have you on board. Today's topic, strategic tagging and commenting for much accelerated LinkedIn success. I have been on LinkedIn now full time for about 3 years, have posted every day, and now I'm about 6 months into my LinkedIn lives. And what I learned early on is LinkedIn is all about giving before you can expect to get, giving more in longer periods of time than you anticipate. But the people who can persevere and see it through really get on the other side of it, and then they have a tailwind instead of a headwind. Now, what do I talk about when I'm talking about tagging? Well, let me share my screen and I'll show you what I did in my early days on LinkedIn to go from 5,000 connections to 25,000 in about 6 months. Okay. So here is a post that I did. And basically, it really goes into, a little bit of the return on investment you might expect. And then I included a poll, which I can share a little bit of insight into, that got 196 votes, just really with the question of, do you believe collaboration is key to LinkedIn success? And you can see the people who responded offers me a great opportunity to remarket to them, or at least recommunicate with gratitude, to thank them for participating in my poll. And now I have an indication of what their interest level is and where it is. But, this one got 6,300 impressions, which is pretty good. It received 80 likes and 31 comments, but here's where I tag people. So in the comments, I tagged, quite a bit here, about 40, 50 people. A lot of them are extremely significant. They're all active. They're all open to reciprocating with me. They tag me, I tag them. We support each other. It really works out great. And basically, to tag somebody, or we could click on somebody. So let's click on Tracy. She's a wonderful connection. I know her well and we collaborate. She's got 54,000 followers. So what happens when I tag Tracy? Well, basically, by tagging, and I'll show you how to do that, she gets notified that I recognized her in my post. And now she has an opportunity to share something back with me. It could be just thanks for the kind mention, or it could be something related to my post or what I'm doing. And you can see we have 2,600 mutual connections. And basically, when you go back and look at the people I tagged, every one of them, when they respond to me, their network sees my post. And when I respond to them, my network sees their post. So, you might have a few million individuals here who, if you look at maybe Panda, she's got 36,000. She's on the top rising influencers on LinkedIn, and we're coordinating and collaborating. So it's just so powerful to have amplification of your message through tagging. Now let's show how I tag somebody. So let me do this. If I wanted to, here's a comment, right? So if I put Rachel Mitchell, I'm sorry, and I say, how are you doing? She will get notified. So the key, again, is you use this symbol in front of somebody. Let's say we want Ambreen, okay? she'll be notified. So this is how it looks when you put a lot of people in there who you want to tag and respond to you. Like Jane's another great connection. And, she's got 10,000 followers and she's a professional, and everybody I tag is worth connecting with. And that's the other benefit, is when they get tagged, I'll stop sharing for now. When they get tagged, they're amplifying their message, and basically everybody's building bigger, better together. And it's not like an engagement pod where everybody has to say yes or no. That's fluffy, superficial, and in time, it's just for vanity. What LinkedIn looks for is not so much you tag somebody they responded, but who in their network engaged. And that makes it relevant. And the more relevant your content, the more LinkedIn exposes it to bigger audiences, and you get broader reach. And hopefully, with a relevant message, you're going to get higher levels of interaction and hopefully conversion. So, that basically identifies tagging. It's a great tool. The only thing I'll caution you is it's a lot of work if you do it right, because I personalize every response to every comment. So if you invite 100 comments, you're going to have 100 responses, hopefully. But that's going to broaden your audience. In turn, you're going to have to respond to them. So the key is the audiences and the industry they represent aligned and relevant with who you're looking for. If not, narrow the message, narrow the tagging to only the people you want to do business with or collaborate with. So if you're a business that's only US based, or you just want to work the Miami area, then don't tag people who are in the other side of the world or a different part of an industry that doesn't relate to you. And that's so key. The other thing, again, is the commenting. So tagging and commenting go into, they go hand in hand. When you're tagging somebody, you're expecting a comment. My rule of thumb was, if someone didn't comment on my tag to them in 72 hours, they were replaced. I have 38,000 connections approximately. I got to the point where I had 300 really high level quality LinkedIn connections who were taggable, who were open to it, reciprocal to it. So every day LinkedIn gives you, I don't know what it is today, I haven't been doing a lot of extensive tagging. I think about 160 tags, and then you time out or tag out. And then the next day you refresh. No penalty. It's just you got so much to use. In my background and history, I looked at every tag as like a gold coin, right? How many people are recognizing you? Not that many. And how many people are exposing you to their quality network and the traffic that they get for nothing? It's a gift. People say, I don't want to tag them because, I don't know if they'll want it or like it. I don't want to intrude. Well, I think I've never had anybody say, stop tagging me, that I wasn't already familiar with. Now, I will caution you, don't tag people you don't know, because it'll work out bad. First of all, they won't respond. If they do, it's going to look like you spammed them. It's always better to get permission. So that's what I tend to do if I'm not sure, is like, hey, I was considering tagging you. Would that be something you're interested in? Here's the other thing. You're having more conversations. You're having more top of mind awareness exposures. LinkedIn's a long game. Don't anticipate you're just going to go in there and make a move and get everything you want and do nothing else until you need it again and go in. It doesn't work that way. It's the other way. You'll work forever. You get nothing until you learn how to do it right with who you want to do it right with, and you're ready to go when they're ready to go. And hopefully in advance. You need to stair step people where you want to go. Again, tagging is a great opportunity if you're just getting started. One more tip on tagging. Go to where people tag people. See those people who are being tagged. Those are the people you want to connect with and tag, because in my early days on LinkedIn, I did a lot of sales navigator, slice and dice, and get really cool groups, and then direct personalized message them, which is important. And what I would do is get tremendous conversion, great people, but no, I wouldn't say no one, the majority didn't share any interest in having any, they weren't active on LinkedIn, they weren't open to things. So that's when I gravitated to kind of the belly of the beast, is where everybody's posting, tagging, commenting, where all the action is, because I knew those were active people. And my 38,000 is more a percentage of people I found who were doing things than I just found people on LinkedIn that fit some sort of demographic or client profile. So, after 1,000 days of doing this every day, you can really hone in on the nuances. And I do, like I say, polling, tagging. I do LinkedIn Live every day now. I'm doing it 3 days a week. I'm doing it twice a day. I built 2 collaboration groups. If you really want to get on a fast track, if you like what you're hearing, and if you believe I know what I'm talking about, check out doncohenconsulting.com. I got 3 new programs. I'm giving 20% off. I'm only looking for 3 people in each program. So it's very, directed towards personalization, towards really testing if what I'm doing can be duplicated through somebody else with me. And my LinkedIn live show opportunity is me co-hosting with somebody and offering an hour in addition to go over and to optimize. So at a certain point of time, you've got your own personalized, branded LinkedIn live show, which is putting you head and shoulders above the crowd. So if you have any questions related to this, feel free to reach out. I'm always happy to have a Zoom if you're interested in any of my programs and want more details. Tuesdays and Fridays, me and Mike Weiss do our LinkTank Live at 2 p.m. Eastern Time. Hope you can join. And hope you can start tagging. Start small. The 4 or 5 people you really work with the most, start putting together a little group. So you tag them, they tag you, everybody, audiences gets bigger together. It works. It got me from 5,000 to 25,000 quality, relevant connections. And now I'm really leveraging it for greater good for everyone involved. So thank you again. Have a wonderful day. And I'll be talking with you tomorrow, if not sooner.